There are moments in your life when defeat doesn't come quietly. It doesn't knock. It crashes in. It takes away your certainty, your plans, your sense of control. And suddenly, you are standing in a space you no longer recognize. You once believed freedom meant control. Control over your choices, your path, your destiny. But life has its own way of teaching. Because the day your own sovereignty collapsed, the day you realized you were not in control, something unexpected happened. You did not feel completely destroyed. You did not feel entirely overpowered. Somewhere deep within, something remained untouched. You are weak, yes. Your hopes crushed. Your future unclear. The road ahead, invisible. Darkness isn't just around you. It feels like it has entered you. And yet you are breathing. Have you noticed that? Even in your lowest moment, when everything feels finished, you are still breathing. There is something stubborn about life within you. It refuses to leave even when you feel like leaving everything behind. You are not ready to fight. In fact, you are not even sure if you can fight again. Your legs tremble just trying to stand. Your body aches, not just from exhaustion, but from carrying repeated defeats. Your eyes tired, red not just from tears, but from seeing too much. And then comes the world. The silent observers, the ones who watch you fall and quietly decide your story. They are finished, or they couldn't make it. They've lost. In their eyes, your story is already over. But here is what they don't see. Inside you, the story hasn't ended. There is still a voice, faint but not broken. Not loud enough to inspire others, but strong enough to keep you alive. And slowly, you begin to understand something. Defeat is often external. It is seen, judged, measured by others. But invincibility, that is internal. It is silent, invisible, beyond judgment. Even history reflects this truth. When even Jesus stood crucified to the world, it looked like the end. Total defeat, abandonment, pain, silence. But what the world believed was an ending was not the end. And that realization stays with you. If even in the face of absolute suffering, something greater can still exist, then maybe your story is not over either. Yes, you have fallen. Yes, you have been pushed down again. And maybe you will fall again. But something within you refuses to agree with the idea of final defeat. Because defeat is an event, but invincibility is a choice. You can be crushed 1,000 times, broken, misunderstood, left behind. But if even after all that, you still choose to stand even if your legs shake, even if you don't know what comes next, then what are you? Defeated or invincible? The world sees outcomes. It counts victories and failures, but it does not see the silent decision you make to not give up. It does not see the courage it takes just to keep breathing when everything inside you wants to collapse. And maybe invincibility is not about winning. It is not about always rising strong. Maybe it is simply about not quitting even when you don't know why you are still holding on. There is a strange dignity in your brokenness, a strange power in your continuation, a strange resilience in your breath when hope itself feels distant. You may not know what tomorrow holds. You may not even know if you have another fight left in you. But you know this: As long as something inside you refuses to surrender completely, you are not finished. Call it denial. Call it stubbornness. Call it madness. But deep down, you know what it is. It is life is still flowing through you. And so you stand here, not victorious, not confident, not even strong, but still here, still breathing, still unwilling to declare defeat. Because in the end of it, doesn't matter how many times you fall. It doesn't matter how the world sees you. What matters is this: in your own eyes, you remain invincible.